Hello, College Biology. This is Carbohydrates Part 3, which is Polysaccharides continued. In our previous video, we discussed polysaccharides. We said that they were polymers, which means that they were long molecular chains made out of repeating units. And we discussed that monomers were the repeating unit. And in the case of cellulose, that monomer was glucose. So you take glucose, you alternatingly flip it all the way down, and you'll be making cellulose. We'll have two more polysaccharides, two more polymers today. Both of them use glucose as their monomer, but because they are linked in slightly different ways, the shape of these molecules will be slightly different. So let's get to it. Starch is going to be our first one, and starch is made from thousands of glucose molecules linked together, but when they link, they form a helix shape, and there are some branches in starch, so you kind of get this network of helices being formed from the linking of these thousands of glucose molecules. But once you've linked those thousands of glucose molecules, you have your polysaccharide starch. Now, starch is a molecule used for long-term energy storage in plants. So we're thinking of things such as potatoes, carrots, things that are kind of the good vegetable stuff that we like. Those are going to have a lot of starch in them. Potatoes are sort of the classic example because they're a very high starch content storage organ for the potato plant. And we think they're delicious because we have the ability to chop up that starch back down into the glucose and then get energy out of glucose. So we can eat starch. It's not like cellulose. We can't get energy from cellulose, so we don't eat grass. But we can get energy out of starch, so we eat potatoes. Makes sense. Our second example is glycogen. Glycogen is also made of thousands of glucose molecules linked together, but they don't form a clear helix shape. They are highly branched, which means there's lots of chains jumping off of each other, and they are somewhat helical, and they are very curved. So glycogen will make a jumbled mess of highly branched, curved glucose molecules. So it's kind of a messier, jumbled shape. Now, glycogen is an intermediate energy storage molecule for animals. What happens is when our blood sugar is high, we'll take some of our glucose and we'll make glycogen to store it. And when our blood sugar is low, we will break up the glycogen down into its glucose and put it back into our bloodstream. So it's an intermediate energy storage molecule, and when our blood sugar is low, we chop it up and release the glucose back into our bloodstream. And that's it for these examples. So let's review. Starch is made of thousands of glucose molecules linked together. It creates helix coils with just a few branches. It's used for long-term energy storage in plants, and we can digest it to get the glucose, which we can use for energy. So we like them. Glycogen is also made of thousands of glucose molecules linked together, but the way they're linked, they create curved chains with many jumbled branches. They are an intermediate energy storage for animals, and we digest it into glucose when our blood sugar is low. So we're storing it, and then when our blood sugar is low, we need more glucose in our bloodstream. We break it down. Now, one final note. This, I guess, is another example of what they look like, the helix of starch and the light branching of starch as opposed to the major jumbled branching of glucose. But really, there is one special monosaccharide. This is like a little bonus. One special monosaccharide, chitin. I know we said that carbohydrates are carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen in a 1:2:1 ratio. There's one freaky carbohydrate called chitin that actually has a nitrogen in it, and this is the monosaccharide that is used as a structural component for the shells of certain organisms like insects. And so that's just a bonus. We're not going to worry about it. Just wanted to let you know. I hope this helps. Struggle well.